Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome back to Regrowth. It's going to be a little bit of a catch-up episode again today, unfortunately. I had some issues with Rec Central, in so much as it just seems to be a bit of a thing that if I just launch straight into the game and don't kind of go into settings or something like that, then it seems to do something a bit peculiar and not actually kick the microphone in. So the video recorded, we had game sounds, but we didn't have any mic sounds. So we had quite a busy episode last week even. But it's all kind of pointless without the commentary behind it. So, whoops, what I thought I would do is I would catch up with you guys on it, just sort of give you a bit of a run through of what we actually got up to in that episode, show you all the bits that we did. And that is still insisting on being... Let's just gather those back. That's still insisting on being... whatever this is. Can't remember what that is. Belladonna, that's it. It's still insisting on being that. But hey, that's fine. I can deal with that. That's cool. We will get there eventually. So, yes. What has been happening? I'm just going to gather this up here just because I can and I need to, and we're just going to go and turn it all into compost anyway. So, woohoo! Look, we have finally we have our coal seeds planted. We've got obviously our dye seeds, which I actually moved. Are they dye seeds? Dye seeds, you're not supposed to be there, are you? Got those planted, which is cool. We moved that over here. Our coal seeds are over here. We have a full inventory. What could we possibly get rid of? Do you know what? I don't think we need that essence particularly. Probably less concerned about the dye essence, to be fair. Really not too worried if we don't have that, because yeah, we've got stacks of that anyway. So yeah, so that's out here. We have our, obviously our essence seeds there. We've got our nature seeds here. We now have, ta-da! Yep, we've got our 10 tin, iron and copper seeds. They're all out, and I really didn't want to do that actually, because I do want that essence. That's kind of important. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of anything that we have been able to pick up. I don't think we've got anything particularly precious in there. Let's go and just compost all of these bits. And yes, I know, let's not take the pumpkins out, let's seed the pumpkins. And you, I've got so many bits of plants at the moment, it really doesn't matter all that much if we compost a bunch, though I do want the strawberries as foodstuffs. I don't think that composts. That does. Let's just quickly make our pumpkins into seeds. I don't think you can do anything with this. No. So yeah, we actually managed to grow that. That was using barley and... what was it we used for that? It was barley, seeds... can't remember. But yeah, we grew that stuff. And I have no idea, candelina, whatever it is. What we need to use that for, but it is what it is. Let's get rid of these. So I've been having a little bit of a sort out and a bit of a tidy up as well, and just trying to obviously get things a little bit more organised. So one of the things that we did do in the previous episode was, if we go to, I think it's what the world is made of, I believe. Ender seeds. So we have actually made ender seeds, and we did make the regular infusion stone. So we've actually got ourselves blaze rods and some regular essence. So the regular infusion stone, that was the one where we needed to have all of the different ore seeds, ore essences. So it was the 4-week essence, it was the copper, it was tin, it was coal, it was dye, it was iron. And we did that on the runic altar, and that gave us our regular infusion stone just by chucking a bit of living rock in there in the usual way, which means over here Ta-da! We have ender seeds. So we're busy growing those. Of course, they started off as 111. I forgot to analyse it, but I can assure you it will be 111, the same as any other. So we have now got that, which means we now will have a supply of ender pearls. Because I think you just need to range your ender essence sort of like, you know, in the 8 by 8, so like that. We've got regular essence there as well, which is easy enough made. We've got some skeleton soul seeds up there, which is fine. So these are all the ones that are not 10 10 10. To be fair, we could probably get rid of those, but you know, as it is, we will leave as they are. So what we can now do, obviously, I'm going to go back and actually, before that, essence is probably all despawned, hasn't it? Because I was an idiot. Yeah, it has. Never mind, that's fine. This is all spread anyway. Let's gather. Oh no, we're in luck. That hasn't. So these are all now pretty much. I'm going to leave the end ones because they'll be near mature to actually spread themselves. But that is giving us lots of lovely essence, which means we can now make our ores, which means we now have, I think it's up here in this chest, we have ingots, which is awesome. So again, pretty simple with those. You just need to have just rearranged in the pattern as so, and that gives us our copper ore. Ooh, so that's given us 12 copper ore, which is amazing. We can do the same with the iron. That gives us 16 iron ore with what we put there, and the same with the tin. And then we can just put the rest of our dyes. And oh wow, well that's interesting. So we need a copper pickaxe to break ores. Well, that was a I say a lucky mistake, but actually was it? Because I don't think we can actually make a copper pickaxe without tinkers. Ooh. Is it all just tinkers? I think it is, isn't it? Well, well, well. Interesting. So we're kind of stuck really with a random block of iron. Because that's not even going to touch that, is it? Hey ho. Oh, can I still get to the dyes there? Yeah, I can. That's cool. That's fine. So yeah, we'll have to remember that we now have a basic table that is made of an ore block. But that's all very cool. Cactus and barley. That's what the Candelina is made of. Cactus and barley. So we're busy as well doing some cooking of said ores. It does mean we can actually now make, well, we made some mana steel ingots as well, so that's just throwing the iron ingot into the mana pool, and that was giving us mana ore. The other thing we did was we made, it was one of the other quests in the book, was we made the large flower pots out of clay, and we planted ourselves a little garden. So we used the garden trowel. So again, we'll have a quick look at the book on this. If we go back to, not here, is it the way the world works? Oh no, there's our mana steel that we completed. So we can start looking at brewing stands and things like that, which is quite exciting. What the world enables? No. I think it is it 9? Life of the world. This one here. Which keep wanting to take us back to black. No, it's not there either. But we can make wolfbane seeds now, and we can make garlic. So it's unlocked all of that for us, which is cool. And also pink tulips. But again, you know, I'm kind of a little bit meh with seeds at the moment. What I'd like is to be getting some eggs, but we need to start making we need pasture seeds, and pasture seeds we need grass and manna. So why don't we actually do something out? We have got a crap load of bone meal that we can make. And now we have iron, we can actually make our shears. So let's go 1, 2 of them. Let's make ourselves a set of shears. I'm pretty sure this is just the same recipe as normal. It is, which is fantastic. Grab ourselves some bone meal out of here. So we just need some long grass. So we can just go doink like so, and we can use the shears like so. Just going to gather a few pasture seeds. It's not like, oh look, getting exciting things out of this while we're doing it. So I'm not going to knock that. That's all good. And then we just gather these flowers as well. Not so worried about that, but that has given us actually a little bit of extra floral fertilizer. But the grass, all we need to do with, let's actually get the grass to be helpful, is with the grass is stand here, we'll control and Q, she says, control Q, there we go, and that gives us a whole bunch of pasture seeds, which is freaking awesome. So with the eggs, we're looking at seeds, pasture seeds which you needed, mandrake seeds which you can get quite easily. We've got rune of the earth and we've got rune of the manor. So rune of the earth, we need stone, we need a block of coal, which is enough. Mushrooms we can't do at the moment, but I think there is something that we can do. So brown mushroom spores and netherwort. Oh yeah, that's not going to work. So we want to make this, don't we? We want to make mycelium. So mycelium, we can actually make mycelium. Oh no, not quite, because we haven't actually got the mushroom, have we? Metallurgical infuser, alchemical chemistry set. Ooh. So yeah, we're still a little bit stuck with mycelium. Let's just double check there isn't another mycelium. Check there isn't another kind of recipe for it, because we just need that mushroom. We do need that mushroom, don't we? Or a metallurgic infuser. Okay, so we're a little way off of rune of the earth at the moment. We might be able to earn ourselves some eggs somehow. And then rune of the manor, that's going to be pretty easy once you've got the mana pearls. That's just mana steel and the mana pearl over there. And I think with these, if it was some of the recipes, you can reuse your let's not use that to do this. You can reuse some of the runes if they're on the altar. I believe it's only in some of the things with the crafting recipes that you can't reuse them, which is cool. So we made a pasture seed, so we can keep hold of that and grow those. And I think there was something, wasn't there, that we ooh, let's go back to our little wee bookie, because there was something we were looking at. What the world teaches, was it this one? No. What the world embraces. No, that's what the world teaches still. What the world embraces. Let's have a look at that. Was this where we were? Nope. What the world enables we haven't started. Is it this one here? Yes, here we go. This is what we're talking about here. So the trowel, the garden trowel, very easy. Stick, iron and compost. And the clay pots, again, really easy. That was just hardened clay, so we just got clay blocks. That we were able to use the clay coner to get the clay for that. Bake those, and that made us a pot. We got 3 of those, plus we actually got them as a reward as well. So I think we are as far as we can be at the moment with sort of this particular, apart from this speciality soil, and it's this infestation spores. that we need to make. We've either got to throw a mushroom into there, which we don't have. And then it's talking about pasture seeds in the Lexica Botanica. Is there another way of doing this? What's this? So these are the other weird mushrooms, aren't they? Yeah, so we do need the infestation spores. I don't think we have. We haven't actually made a Lexicon Botanica, have we? That's all we need to do. So we need some paper and we need a plant. That's fine. Let's do this. One piece of paper. Let's put away these wee bits here. And we can put away these bits as well. But let's get ourselves, what have we got? We've got loads of the mystical green, haven't we? So we'll do that with the mystical green. That and that. That gives us our Lexicon Botanica, which is a nice book. It's a very useful book. So we're looking at, so it's generating flora, functional flora. I wonder whether we can see anything else within here that will help us to find what we need in order to make all the things. This is just moving mana around. I'm trying to see if there is anything to right, basics and mechanics. Do we have ooh, a flower pouch? Takes care of all those issues. You can store up to 1 stack of each colour of a mystical flower. Oh, interesting. I wonder whether that is actually part of what we need to be doing, but maybe not. Maybe not. Right, let's pop that up in there, and we're going to put these in there also, just to keep that safe. So yeah, that's basically what we have been up to throughout sort of the last episode. I've moved this chest down here as well, actually, and put all of our Tinker's bits and kind of cleaned this area up a little bit. I'm going to just throw those up there for the moment, and let's just throw this back in here for the minute. So that is what we've been busy doing. Now I'm wondering whether we're actually going to get enough, just the one bit of essence, never mind. So we need to make some more barrels in order to hold the ender essence, but we're actually making sort of pretty good progress. So I think really, you know, the biggest thing here is that we need to be looking at really starting to try to get Tinkers underway, and I think part of that is if we go back to what the world enables, I think, is it? Yeah, here. So mixing things up. So this is the vat. So seeing the way lava and water react with each other has led you to try to develop a controlled environment for mixing substances. You think a vat made of copper is exactly what you need. So we've got the vat here, which is basically 7 copper ingots. So I believe we are in a position to actually be able to make that if we just smelt down. Let's do another 8 of those, and let's grab a piece of charcoal, because again we've got crap loads of charcoal at the moment. I'd rather use that up before we start depleting our coal reserves while we're actually starting to grow and expand all of that. But it does mean we just needed, I think it was at 2, wasn't it? So that's 1, and let's go 2 with that. And then we'll be in exactly the same position we were with 6 anyway, won't we? When we come back, once that's finished smelting down, which is fine. So yeah, at the moment we can't do any kind of ore doubling at all. So there we go. So there is our mariculture vat. And the vat is pretty cool. I've got to find somewhere we can put this though. Where would be a good place to have our vat? Some of me's kind of thinking outside. some of me is thinking about expanding, sort of like getting this area and maybe turning this not quite into so much breeding. So let's get rid of some of this dirt that we've got, because we don't need it to the level that we had with the flower breeding that we're doing. So let's gather that back. Let's fill this area in. We have the slab back, thanking you. And why don't we stick our vat here? So we should get that completed. So let's claim our reward. So we're going to get burnt bricks, a lava clay bucket, and basic materials and processing, which is really cool. Now I think burnt bricks, I think, is something that we can actually use to make seared stone. So mixing things up, let's have a quick look at that. So it's going to give us some more, actually, isn't it? So that's our vat. So crucible of fire. So you started producing some metals, but directly smelting them in a simple stone oven is incredibly inefficient. Let's see if we can do better. Lava tempered bricks should allow you to create a crucible furnace capable of withstanding the higher temperatures necessary to melt your metals into a molten state, extracting more metal from each ore. So here's the state of where we can actually start doubling our ores. Now this is a multi-block. I think it's 2 blocks that we actually need for that. So for that we need burnt bricks. We need brick construction block, which is burnt bricks and iron bars, which we're pretty much in a position to make now. We need fluid tank. Again, we've now got wood, we've got copper that we can smelt down. We can make that quite easily. And we have, I think it was the heating elements, wasn't it? Yeah, the heating components. So that is silicon carbide. And that is basically coal, sand and clay. So again, you know, we're in a really good place that we can actually start making some of these things. So I think that's probably what we'll be starting to concentrate on. Look at all of that lava bucket that we've got. Oh, there's another book. Have we got somewhere we can put an extra? Yes, we have. An extra bucket of lava. Because we can turn those into snow, or blocks of snow. Oops. Like so. Blocks of snow, you can go in there. We've got 4 more garden soil, which is amazing. We can go and put that actually outside. We'll put this book up into there for the moment. Like so. We'll put our quest book up there. Let's just go and put this garden soil down. So yeah, you can see we kind of filled this area up here. I've been busy sort of working on filling this one, and then we'll carry on filling that one, and it's just giving us loads of space that we can expand to get all of our little gardeny areas sorted out. So that'll be something that I'll be working on between now and the next episode. So I think we've actually done some good stuff. We've got a little bit further on actually than we did when we were in the previous episode, so we can just leave our vat there for the moment. We probably will need to turn this into stone around here, because I would imagine that possibly some fire maybe needs to go under here. But the crucible furnace, that'll be a really good thing to have as well. So pretty happy with that. So I think what we'll do is we'll call it an episode. Again, sorry it's a little bit of a catch-uppy kind of, let's see what I did, because I kind of cocked it up a little bit with the old microphone last month, or last week even. But for now, guys, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we shall see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.